In this video, we'll practice identifying whether an outcome is a correct decision, a type 1 error, or a type 2 error. For every problem, we'll use the same 4 steps. First, write the hypothesis, HO and HA. Second, determine the decision, whether you reject HO or do not reject HO. Third, determine what is actually true. Either HO is true or HA is true. And finally, use the 4 outcome table to identify the result. Let's try a couple of examples. Example 1. Suppose a smoke detector is designed to detect fires. H0 states there is no fire. HA states there is a fire. And we have 2 scenarios. The first one, the alarm sounds, but there's no fire. Since the alarm sounds, we reject HO. Rejecting HO means we don't think HO was true. We think HA is true. We think there's a fire. But we are told that there's no fire. So HO is actually true. So we made a mistake. And this is a type 1 error because we reject the true null hypothesis. Scenario B, the alarm does not sound, but there is a fire. Since the alarm does not sound, we do not reject HO. When we do not reject HO, means that we think HO is true. So we think there's no fire. But we're told that there is a fire. So HA is true. HO is not true. Our decision is do not reject HO. That means we believe that HO is true. So we think there's no fire. But in reality, there is a fire. So we make a mistake. We did not reject a false null hypothesis. So this is a type 2 error. Before moving on, notice that you need 2 pieces of information: the decision and what is actually true. You can't identify the outcome using only one of them. Example 2. Food inspectors test whether the food is safe. H0 states the food is safe. HA states the food is not safe. And we also have 2 scenarios. The first one, the inspector concludes the food is not safe, but it is actually safe. So this is the inspector's decision. They think that the food is not safe. So they think HO is not true. They reject HO. But in reality, the food is actually safe. So HO is true. So they are making a mistake. They reject HO, but in fact, HO is actually true. So this is a type 1 error. Scenario B. The inspector concludes the food is safe, and it is actually safe. So this is their decision. They conclude that the food is safe. That means they do not reject HO. They think HO is true. And in reality, the food is actually safe. So HO is actually true. The food is safe. So in this case, they are making a correct decision. So remember, a correct decision, type 1 error or type 2 error, is not determined by the decision alone. You must consider the decision and what is actually true.